good morning, my dear students. I'm Daphne Cole. Welcome to my PT3 discussions today. In this video, we are going to study about respirations. We are going to study about the structure of respiratory system and breathing mechanism. Lastly, I will show you how to memorize the breathing mechanism. That means what will happen to ribs, intercostal muscle, diaphragm during inhalation and exhalations. Now, let's go to the first part, human respiratory system.
My dear students, the lungs are the main organs in the respiratory system. Your lungs make oxygen available to your body and remove other gases such as carbon dioxide from your body. Your lungs are located in your chest. Your thoracic cavity is the name of the space that contains your lungs and other organs. Your lungs rest on a muscle called diaphragm. Respiration is a chemical process in which energy is produced from breathing oxygen and glucose. This happens in the cells, so it is also called cellular respirations. In this video, we are going to discuss about the structure of human respiratory system and breathing mechanism. In preparations for your exam, it is very important that you must be able to spell the scientific terms correctly. You need to memorize the following new science term first before our discussions. With the new science terms, you will find that it is more easy to understand the breathing mechanism. Please read and memorize this new science term now. Many organs and structures make up our respiratory system. The different parts of the respiratory system are as follows. Other than nose and lungs, there are other surrounding structures who help in breathing. Therefore, you need to memorize all the parts in the respiratory system like this. You already memorized the following science terms. Now let's go and see how you are going to use this science term label the parts of respiratory system. Next, we will go to the functions of the parts of the respiratory system. From here, after the air enters the nose, the process of gas exchanges will occur in the airways. My dear students, always bear in mind that the movement of air into and out of the lungs is due to the movement of this muscle. The process of taking in oxygen-rich air is called inhalation, and the process of giving out air that is rich in carbon dioxide is known as exhalation. My dear students, I already mentioned about that the movement of air into and out of the lungs is due to the movement of this muscle. Therefore, when you explain about breathing mechanism, you need to mention about the movement of ribs, intercostal muscles, and diaphragm. Because of this movement will change the volume of the thoracic cavity and thoracic pressure. So, to explain the breathing mechanism, at first we need to explain the movement of ribs, intercostal muscle, and diaphragm. So, for inhalations, the intercostal muscle contract, the rib cage move upward and outward, the diaphragm contract and flattens. Because of this movement, the volume of the thoracic cavity increases and the pressure of the thoracic cavity decreases. Lastly, the higher air pressure outside forces air to enter the lungs. So my dear students, we use the same concept for exhalation process. That means at first we explain about the movement of the ribs, intercostal muscle, and diaphragm. Lastly, compare the volume and the pressure of the thoracic cavity. The higher air pressure in the lungs pushes the air out. Now, I'm going to show you how to memorize the breathing mechanism. But you need to remember these three systems first. Firstly, you have to know when the diaphragm is at rest, it is dome shape. Now let's see a simple way to remember the mechanism of breathing. Now let's do these actions together. So that's all for our discussions today.